further relatable.
Franklin wasn't relatable. He was just a stereotype.
Franklin sucks!
Franklin sucks.
If you
Love
gather
the
anything
actor,
from this
though.
video, Franklin sucks. I should preface this by saying that Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is a movie that neither of us know if we like or not.
Mm-hmm.
It's, okay, so the movie starts, and it's so good, and I fall in love with it immediately in the first frame, because it sets a mood, like the title sequences happen, and then there's just music, and it's good, and that is a fan, and...
I don't know. They had to have the romance, they had to have the geeky scientist character.
Yeah,
They had to have extra funny lines.
What was that character's name? I forgot.
I think it's like Greedy.
I forget. It's...
Oh, do you mean the geeky
Yeah, the
scientist?
geeky scientist.
He
What's
was
his
in
name?
Paper Towns.
Really?
Yeah.
Regardless,
His name was Radar
his
in-
character's trash, and guys, stop making characters like this, please. It's not funny, it's not entertaining. Okay, I get the whole thing where it's like,
He's a hacker.
hey, look, we're gonna have this, like, adult male scream effeminately. Haha. And, like, that's fine, but then they just do it 5 more times, and it's not funny.
So anyways, that scene, it was like the guy would try to break them out, and then that just created a bigger hole for the water to come in, and then he got knocked out. And so it was more suspenseful, because it's like, he did a thing that made it worse. Instead of just saving
man.
the day. Did they survive? You have to watch to find out. Sure, there's more movie, but is there?
The whole thing is one continuous shot, and through this, it really just... You are limited to the singular perspective, as are the characters in the scenario, and through it, you get to experience the exact same tension that they do, and it just sets for a really nail-biting scene. My hands were just on my knees, and it's
You
really
know-
good. It's really, really good.
You know that thing where some people, whenever there's an underwater scene, some people will hold their breath to like test to see if they could do that? Everyone who tries that will die.
Like, wait, what?
Because at first he seemed like a good guy. It has to have that twist like Hans and
Whoa.
Frozen. That's kind of...
Why is that? Why is that like the immediate thing that my mind jumps to whenever that arc appears in a film? It's in so many movies, and we have to stop doing it because it's predictable and it's boring, and it's just...
Mills looks like Hans.
No,
His face.
no, I'm not seeing it.
Put like pictures.
I might.
The granddaughter. She's just there,
She's
and the
British
whole
for
time
some
you're like,
reason.
who's her mother? Because it's like trying to make this big deal about who her mom is. And being really secretive about it. But it's not necessary, I guess.
I think it's necessary.
I don't know. It's not that
Like, they try to
important.
have this plot twist at the end of the film, and it's like, okay, you're gonna have that.
So-
I'm not excited by that prospect at all, but also it makes narrative sense, and it's not like decreping the film or whatever.
She was a fine, basic gal. The whole movie, until the very ending, she finds out who she really is.
Which is
A test tube baby. But not
Clone.
just any test tube
a
baby.
clone of her
A clone.
mother.
Yeah.
Damn.
I was just like, wow, I was just thought, wow, she looks like her mom. I was about to like, who is that?
Oh my god.
I'm like, is she in any of the other movies? I'm kind of dumb. Yeah, they made her a clone specifically for the ending, which was, these dinosaurs were made the same way I was, so I'm going to release them
Oh yeah, it's
into the
trash.
world.
It's awful because the movie ends and Bryce Dallas Howard's like, no, I can't release 15 potentially horribly dangerous creatures out into civilization. And then she's like, no, I'm not going to press this button to release 15 dinosaurs out into the wild. And it shows restraint, and I'm like, hey, good for you. And the score isn't as overbearing as it usually is, and I'm like, hey, good for this movie. And Macy's like, I'm going to press the button.
So she decided not to save them, which I'm like, it's a hard decision because she loves them so much, but at the same time, it's like you don't want so many people to die, you know?
Yeah.
But life finds a way. Macy finds a way. She
so
hits
many
the button.
moments in this movie are good, and then they keep going, and they're trash. That occurs in the opening scene. It happens towards the end. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is so goofy, but it realizes this fully, and it's not like a thing where it's like, we're gonna try and pander. It just knows that, hey, we know what this is. We're just gonna roll with it, and we're gonna have whatever that not Triceratops dinosaur was just bumping into people, and as opposed to them getting critically injured, they just kind of flail up 20 feet in the air. But it works because it's not attempting to portray this as some, hey, this is a legitimately stakes-filled scene. No way. I think the dramatic action of this movie towards the end is one of its weaker components, because the end climax just keeps going on and on and on.
It was entertaining, though. Like,
Yeah.
I was thoroughly entertained the whole time. Maybe it's just the dinosaurs. If there were no dinosaurs, I'd be really like...
The movie just keeps... It belongs to this really ADD school of filmmaking that I'm not a gigantic fan of, where things just keep happening, and there's no... The movie is long, but it feels too short, because nothing is really expanded upon. Everything's just kind of the minimum plot points that need to happen, which is fine, but I think you could have cut out some of the events and just expanded upon the better parts of the film. I think this is a really good theater experience. I don't know if I'd like this movie at all if I saw it in not a theater, because the audience reaction is something that just really keeps me going throughout the film, because everyone there is having such a wonderful time. I was just sitting right in front of these two 9-year-old boys. They were just having the time of their lives, and it was really great.
Have you seen Hereditary yet?